So without further ado, Mr. Andrew Kilgore.
Well, these lights are really bright up here. It's such a pleasure to be here this afternoon. I have to tell you, I'm a visual guy. I'm a picture maker, not a speech maker. But so many people have given such great speeches this afternoon, I feel like maybe that's been covered. But I probably will be able to think of a few things to say. But I began to photograph because it gave me a way to, as that quote said, to look deeply into the faces of other people. As I thought about being here this afternoon with y'all, I realized that I began to photograph seriously in 1970 in Austin. The very first person that I ever made a picture of in the darkroom was an African-American child that I worked with at the institution where I worked. And every exhibit that I have done since then, and I've done quite a few, being an old guy, has had a significant percentage of African-American people in it. And there are a lot of reasons for that, but mainly it boils down to, I'm just going to sit down here. I'm an old guy, I can't stand up to him. I remember this story from a long time ago. Back, I think in the 50s, there was a horrible airplane accident. And everybody in that airplane crash was killed except for one little boy. And when the first responders came up to this little boy, sitting on the ground, surrounded by the wreckage of this plane and the bodies of all those people who had died in that wreck, he looked up at them and he said, "I'm a Methodist Sunday school boy." And you know, I remembered that and I thought to myself, you know, that's me too. I'm a Methodist Sunday school boy. My shaping came from Sunday school. I'm an old hippie, as you can tell, I got the hair. And I probably marched my first civil rights march before most of you were born. I remember having terrific arguments with my father, who was a Southern gentleman born in 1910 with a lot of the attitudes that you can imagine came with that background. We had the most horrendous arguments about civil rights back in the 50s. The opportunity that these photographs that you see here represent for me is just an incredible gift. I decided back in the fall that I would stop doing private client work and devote the few years that I have left to doing 100% advocacy work. And I mentioned at a gathering that the first project that I wanted to do was to photograph African American men exclusively. Patty heard me say that and asked if I would be ready to bring some photographs to this gathering today. And I was happy to be able to do that. And DeAndre helped to recruit the gentleman that I photographed. And gosh, what an amazing experience it's been to meet and photograph these wonderful people. So anyway, I don't want to talk anymore. I want to hear some comments and some. I'd be happy to answer questions, but this is an opportunity now for people, for y'all, to comment on what you're experiencing here this afternoon, and to ask questions if you want to. But I think there are mics set up, and let's have a conversation about what you're experiencing.